Unholy Alliance: How the Nazis Courted Islam in World War II. In the annals of World War II, a perplexing chapter unfolds: Nazi Germany's strategic engagement with Islam. This documentary delves into that unlikely alliance symbolized by Muslim soldiers donning SS uniforms. How did Muslims find themselves fighting for the Nazis? What strategic imperatives drove the Nazi courtship of Islam? And what does this collaboration reveal about the interplay of ideology, pragmatism, and warfare? Our aim is to explore the instrumentalization of Islam by the Nazis, a story often overlooked in the broader narrative of the war. Hitler harbored a surprising admiration for Islam. He saw it as a strong and aggressive warrior religion. This contrasted sharply with his perception of Christianity's weakness. Heinrich Himmler shared this fascination. He viewed Islam as practical for soldiers. This romanticized Orientalist view served Nazi propaganda. The Nazis recognized the potential of Muslim populations in occupied territories. They sought allies against the British Empire, the Soviet Union, and international Jewry. The failure of the Blitzkrieg and the escalation of partisan warfare created a desperate need for allies. Muslims represented a potential pool of recruits. Hajj Amin al-Husini was a central figure in Nazi-Islamic collaboration. He was a Palestinian Arab nationalist and religious leader. In 1941, he arrived in Berlin as a Nazi propagandist. In 1941, al-Husini met with Hitler. He declared Arabs as natural friends of Germany. Hitler promised to destroy the Jewish national home in Palestine. Al-Husini recruited Muslims for the Waffen-SS. He broadcast anti-Allied and anti-Semitic propaganda. He even intervened to prevent the escape of Jewish children. It's crucial to avoid overstating al-Husini's influence. His proposal succeeded only when aligned with German interests. He failed to secure concrete German guarantees for Palestinian independence. Al-Husini's anti-Semitism was undeniable. He blended traditional Islamic and modern European hatred. He portrayed Jews as eternal enemies of Muslims. The 13th Waffen Mountain Division of the SS Handschar was the most famous Muslim military unit. It was recruited primarily from Bosnia's Muslim population. The Muselgermannen concept aimed to incorporate Muslims into the Nazi racial worldview. Bosnian Muslims were classified as racially part of the Germanic world. The division's insignia featured a green scimitar alongside SS runes. Soldiers wore a fez instead of the standard SS cap. Religious accommodations included halal slaughter. Prayer times were observed. Muftis served as spiritual advisors. A mutiny occurred in Villefranche-de-Rouergue due to broken promises. The division was deployed to Bosnia to fight against Tito's partisans. The Handschar division became notorious for atrocities against the local Serbian population. Other Muslim SS formations included the Skenderbeg and Kama divisions. Smaller units existed in the Caucasus and Crimea. Desertions occurred due to Tito's gains. The Handschar division was dissolved in December 1944. The Imam Institute was established to train Muslim clerics for the Wehrmacht and Waffen-SS. Branches were located in Göttingen, Dresden, Bad Godesberg, and Guben. The curriculum combined Islamic teachings with Nazi propaganda. It emphasized parallels between National Socialism and Islam. Propaganda materials included the pamphlet Islam and Judaism. The war was framed as a religious duty for Muslims. Al-Husini delivered speeches echoing Nazi anti-Semitic rhetoric. He made radio broadcasts combining Islamic themes with Nazi propaganda. The Nazis avoided alienating terminology. Anti-Semitism was replaced with anti-Jewish to target Jews specifically. Muslim motivations were diverse. They included opportunism, ideological affinity, self-preservation, and local grievances. In Soviet territories, some joined German units to escape POW camp conditions. In the Balkans, some sought protection from the Croatian Ustasha regime. Disillusionment arose over deployment locations. Responses varied. Resistance and neutrality existed alongside collaboration. Palestinian volunteers fought with the Allies. Some Muslim populations protected Jews from deportation. Abuses by German soldiers against Muslim civilians undermined collaboration. Muslims were sometimes executed after being mistaken for Jews. The collaboration was primarily strategic, not ideological. It aimed to mobilize manpower and create instability. Nazi racial ideology proved flexible. The Nazis were willing to accommodate Muslims for strategic interests. Avoid generalizations, collaborators represented a small fraction of the global Muslim population. Individual choices were shaped by local circumstances. The Mufti's influence on the Holocaust has been exaggerated in contemporary discourse. False equivalences are sometimes drawn between Islam and Nazism. Antisemitism existed among some Muslim leaders. War crimes were committed by Muslim SS units. Ideology, pragmatism, and human choice shaped historical events. The instrumentalization of Islam ultimately failed. Hollow promises, superficial respect, and inevitable defeat marked the effort. The manipulation of religious and cultural identities by totalitarian regimes offers lessons for today.